The new film does none of that. Instead, we have a movie where we don't care about the characters who have nothing to learn and are never truly in danger. It's almost as tragic as losing $130 million.
With the recent box office bomb of the 2020 live-action Mulan movie, to my absolute and utter delight, I've tried to act like a mature human adult and not giggle mercilessly at the failure of others and attempted to reflect on the ramifications of such a failure. For the longest time, we the people of the internet knew one thing and one thing only that would forever be a constant when dealing with big, huge companies, and that is money talks, plain and simple. And the reason why the recent stain of live-action movies have become an ever-present annoyance is because the damn things keep making money. Now, after a quick Google search, it says Disney has made $7 billion from the live-action remakes alone, cashing in solely on nostalgia. The cunning cunts. No wonder they keep making the things like roaches, they keep multiplying. With the highest earner being Beauty and the Beast with over $1.2 billion. I'm pretty sure a lot of you watching can't even count that high. Hold up, Aladdin made $1 billion as well? People are just handing out billions to Disney now, aren't they? I'ma be honest with you, I barely even remember what happened in a lot of these live action movies. My favorite of the bunch being Cinderella, and I will forever defend it as the best live action Disney remake because not only did it stick to the original story, but it also made slight changes that added to its overall themes without feeling like a cheap cash grab. Also that entrance scene! Perfection. Love it. It and the end reveal still gives me chills. But I digress. After Aladdin, I gave up on live action remakes and actually made a conscious effort to avoid The Lion King. Live action? Remake? What are you? What abomination are you? But if we're even counting, that means I've only watched Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Aladdin. That's it. And the moment I heard the news around the live action Mulan movie, it was dead on arrival for me. Watch this video to see my full meltdown. But I find it supremely weird how Mulan could have failed so horribly. What happened to all those people on Twitter screaming at Mulan lovers for days and weeks that us not wanting to support the live action version was racist, anti-China, and we were supporting the wrong version of Mulan? Wouldn't they have been able to support this movie up enough to make it a box office success? Hell, it worked with Captain Marvel. And the cherry on top is you can't blame men for the failure of Mulan, because why would they love the animated version and not the live action version if they hated strong, powerful women to begin with? I love it when a narrative falls apart. So now here we are at the end of the road with Mulan being a failure and no other live action movies being announced. What happened to the god-awful hand-me-down Little Mermaid movie with Black Ariel as the main attraction? Or the newly announced Hunchback of Notre Dame after that? One could argue that due to COVID, production on all these things were halted, but whenever one live-action movie ended, we almost immediately got news or a sneak peek trailer for the next one. Mulan was supposed to be released in February. I'm pretty sure a trailer for either The Little Mermaid or Hunchback would have been released somewhere before or after then because COVID didn't become a worldwide problem till March of 2020. Correct me if I'm wrong. Could the recent failure of Mulan, along with the pandemic, have caused these halts in production and re-evaluation of Disney's strategy of picking an easily beloved animated classic and slapping on a fresh human and CGI paint on it and sprinkling in some nonsense drama to get hype and the news of it buzzing online? Don't think I didn't notice your tactics, Disney. What were you going to do to cause a controversy around the Hunchback? Cast a trans person as Quasimodo? Change Quasi's mom to white and the guard guy to black? Make Frollo a Christian? Wait. Or are you gonna change Esmeralda to be a Muslim? Okay, wait again. That could actually work. Thus brings me to the ending portion of the scripted half of this video because you know it's serious when TVC writes a script. I just really wanted to get my thoughts out on this whole Disney live action fiasco, and I thought, hey, let's construct our thoughts a bit, even if it's just for the first half. But it just got me thinking. We'd have literally zero news about any other movie in production, and we know Disney values money above all else. And from the most recent Mulan takedown video, because I've just been watching a lot of those, that I watched was from Just Right, and he mentioned how Disney lost $130 million. And oh my goodness, do you really think Disney would like that? Anytime there's a box office failure, that thing nearly becomes taboo or toxic. People just avoid it. And that's why I feel like in recent times, companies have created this identity or tactic of creating drama or hype or targeting a kind of demographic. Maybe it's SJWs, anti-SJWs, feminists, anti-feminists, just annoying somebody on the internet to get free promo to drive people into seats. And that tactic no longer works. And the thing is, it should have worked for Mulan. I expected Mulan to be a success, even though everybody I knew wasn't gonna watch it. It's baffling to me. I literally thought Mulan made more money, unless it didn't. And that's the whole reason for this video. Just like how Just Right said, every person had their Disney movie, like it came for them. I think I mentioned it in that other video of mine, but let me reiterate if I had. Aladdin was Jay's favorite movie. I liked Aladdin as a kid. It was fine, but my favorite movies, the ones that impacted me to my core and literally fundamentally changed my personality, were Mulan and Tarzan. And Tarzan did get a sort of remake. I even thought it was a Disney remake, but it wasn't the official thing. And even if that was the official Disney remake, I wouldn't be mad. Who can be mad at those abs? But I digress. I wouldn't be mad. But I get viscerally angry whenever I think of what happened to the Mulan movie. And funny enough, all the videos that are against the live action Mulan movie are made by men. And I love it because it again destroys the narrative that, oh, men are the problem. No, men love this thing so much because Mulan wasn't just for girls, wasn't just for boys. It was for kids. It was for kids who needed hope and strength and courage. And I also wanted to make my own video saying, oh, here's this thing from a woman's perspective. And it's like, I don't want to gender it. None of these other critical videos did that, and I feel like the critical videos did a much better job. So I'm just gonna focus on okay, this thing was such a bomb that they're gonna have to stop, aren't they? Because they're gonna run out of popular movies anyway. With The Little Mermaid, I feel like The Little Mermaid was bigger than Mulan, because growing up, well, from my corner of the world anyway, I was always the weird one. Mulan wasn't known as the best or anyone's favorite. I feel like a lot of people really liked The Little Mermaid, and even online, and a lot of people, you hear them, they really resonated with Ariel. Some people liked Aurora for whatever reason. Oh, wait a minute, are you telling me Maleficent counts as Sleeping Beauty live action remake? I'm not mad at it. Oh yeah, also watch Maleficent. Going back to what I said about these are the only things I watch. Can you tell the difference between the scripted and unscripted half of the video? Let me know in the comment section below which part you like best. So with The Little Mermaid being arguably more beloved, allegedly, than Mulan, it would have a much higher chance of being a success. If Disney really wanted to ignore it, they could just say, blah, Mulan wasn't that popular to begin with anyway. The Little Mermaid will work, and we have a black woman in it as well. We're double dipping into the demographics, which, by the way, y'all know I've been having thoughts about this, that I've been holding myself back on a leash not to talk about. Cause trust me, you will not like me in the video that I'll make on this topic. Well, not that I will make. If in an alternate reality I made a video talking about this subject, you literally will not like me. I will not hold back. I will tear everything apart, which some people might be thinking, wait, you've been holding yourself back before? But I'm just gonna let a little bit of those pent-up thoughts out here, because at least saying it here in a Mulan video, the people who are, oh my god, Black Ariel, won't come after me for whatever reason. Because let's call it what it is. This is a hand-me-down. And you fucking cannot say, oh, we're giving Black girls something to look up to. I'm sorry, excuse me. Did Tiana not exist? Or was that too much of a niche Disney movie for you? Disney fully brainwashed you, because from what I remember, The Princess and the Frog wasn't that much of a box office success, so we might never have gotten the live action remake of that. But instead of pushing Disney to do a live action remake of that and supporting that and making the story a success and showing Disney, hey, we like this thing. No. Let's pick a random ass white girl and paint her black. That will sate the majority. You should see the level of disgust on my face right now. I hope that accurately dripped into my voice. Because I don't know, we got a Dumbo remake. I don't even remember watching Dumbo. I think I have. Was Dumbo more popular than The Princess and the Frog? Because you could argue, well, back in the day, everybody loved Dumbo. But Tiana was an icon. This was a game-changing thing. And despite her being the first Black Disney princess, the movie still flopped, or still wasn't as much of a success as Disney had hoped. And if you notice, Disney has not avoided anything in the realm of 2D animation, or I want to say black characters, or anything to do with that demographic, because it was such a failure. And that same thing could possibly be applied to like Mulan, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong again, but there was Mulan trailers when Lion King was coming out. But before that, I heard news about Mulan since 2018 or 2019. So probably Disney waits until the movie comes out, see how it performs before starting production and everything. I assume. Again, COVID could be a factor in this equation. That could be the reason why the Black Little Mermaid is not available yet, or we don't have any trailers yet. And I feel that's a godsend, but that's just my personal opinion. Yours may vary, but I really do hope that this sends a message, because that's the only thing that these companies listen to. It's our wallets. They want our wallets, and if we tell them, no, fuck off, we won't give you our money, they will hold back. And they can't even use the narrative that men are the fault here, because men really like Mulan. I'm pretty sure less men would go and watch The Little Mermaid than they would have Mulan. So putting on a black coat of paint and causing drama around it really isn't gonna help your situation, when every black person on Twitter, on the internet, well, the ones I've seen anyway, fucking hate this Black Ariel nonsense. And the people pushing for it are white people, white women who have no say in the conversation and feel like they're defending a demographic that literally does not fucking need your help. Thank you very much. Go sit down in a corner. I've had enough of the internet. Really. Fuck me, dude. I don't feel bad for the redheads, because every time there's a person that wants to be turned black, why is it always a redhead? It's like, are redheads just that interchangeable? Do they not deserve representation? Oh, let's just take a redhead and squeaky, you're black now! Hooray! Fuck you. Well, that's all for my ramblings. I've said everything in my brain, I assume, probably, allegedly. I will I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do whatever I want. So, if you like this video, do whatever you want to. Like, comment, subscribe, share, or just not do anything and go about your day. I literally will not judge you. These are trying times, and the fact that you chose my video to entertain you for the last couple of minutes really warms my heart. Thank you. I love you. You're beautiful. Did you do something with your hair today? You look sexy and snazzy. That outfit really compliments you. Okay, I'm done. Thanks, Everarsis, so much for clicking to watch. YouTube, what? Patreon, Discord, my Twitter. That's where I do most of my nonsense. So if you want to see all of this, everything in this video happening in real time, that's the place to go and see me do it. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. And yeah, that's it. Thanks everybody so much for clicking to watch and or but with that being said, this is TVC. Signing out.